Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to actually stream an Inktober drawing. I'm not going to be able to do this the whole month, but since I don't have to meet for my, well, kind of ironically, my drawing class today, I decided to use the time to do my Inktober with you guys. This is the book that I used yesterday, and I figured I'll just use it through the whole month to find reference images for my drawings. I want to do animals, like seasonal animals, so basically Halloween animals. And today I wanted to do a bat. So let's see if I can find it again. There was a great picture of the cutest bat, and I wanted to, okay, oh, here we go, bats. Here we are. I'm going to move this off to the side while I'm drawing, but this is this one. This is it. Oh, you can't see it. Shoot, the light. The light. Ah, look how cute it is. Its face is only this big. Like, I'm covering its whole face up right now. It's so cute. Its ears are, woo! So cute. So I'm going to draw that bat. This little sketchbook. Now I got to reorganize my stuff. Put my reference book over here. Okay. So, oh, here's yesterday's drawing. The ink sometimes comes through, so, I mean, just a bit, but I'm just doing them on one little square sheet instead of across the whole thing, or back to back. And this case is pretty cool. I got it from Art Snacks Inktober box like 2 years ago. It's still perfectly good, so using it for my supplies this year, which I got from Maido, which is like the stationery shop by Kinokuniya, which is like my favorite store ever. So what they sent was, and what I've been using is this India ink. I already had almost all of this stuff already, but it's good stuff, so I'm happy to have more of it. So it's a Winsor & Newton India ink. I love this kneadable eraser because it comes with a case, which is, it seems like such common sense, but I've never seen any other kneadable eraser come with a case. And I was like, yes, I am so happy to have another one, because my other one, I use it all the time, and it is getting really, really dark with all the charcoal and graphite and stuff. And this is cool because I did already have the calligraphy set from this brand, but this is the like mapping and drawing set. So I think this might be the same as the other kit, but like, yes. At first I was like, man, did I get everything the same? But no, I've got different nibs in here, so I have some good choices. That's why I tested them all on this page. So one of them makes like the tiniest little lines, but it's also kind of hard to get the ink to come off of it in the first place. Let's see. Oh, so I've been using this pencil because it's a harder lead than this black one. They're both Blackwings though, and so that's like, I don't know, the Cadillac of pencils. So I'm like super happy to have more Blackwing pencils. They are my faves. And I've never had the pearl one before, and I don't think it's ever going to get caught on my camera, but it's got this super delicate pearly sheen to it, so it just feels so nice to use it. These markers I included because this one came with the Maido box. And I was like, oh, I have some of those from previous Art Snacks boxes. So I decided that I'm going to let myself use these markers, even though I think they're alcohol markers, so I wouldn't consider them ink. But I'm letting myself use them to add a little pop of color to my drawings. So here's a nib holder. I love nib pens, so I'm really happy to have it. This is a special holder for this one, super thin. I guess I'll get that out in case I want it. And this is like a paint marker pen or something. I think it's ink, but yeah, it's like a really thick line, and here's the thin, super thin line. So, I'll put that over here for now. Boop. I got started kind of late because I wanted to make the overlay that you see now. I've never done that before, but since I joined the Buy Me a Coffee website, I wanted to be able to let people know that they can buy me a coffee if they want to fuel me up. I like that little coffee emoji that I got too. It's from a... I wish you could pick your emoji set. I wish you were allowed to pick which set you want to use, because there are some way cuter sets than what I get on my Google Pixel phone. I like Google, but I don't like the Google emojis. Some of them are alright, but I'm kind of mad that they took the Shiba Inu doggy away for the dog emoji. Now it's just a generic, what do you call it? Like a floppy-eared hunting dog. Boring. I want my Shiba Inu. So yeah, if I could just pick my emoji set, then that wouldn't be a problem. And then I'm sure people want the floppy ear dog. There's some people who want the floppy ear dog, and they could have the floppy ear dog. But I want the Shiba Inu. Oh well. Man, this thing is just so cute. It's so cute. And drawing it makes it look even cuter. I need to hurry a bit, so I'm gonna like simplify it a little bit. So let's see. I wanted to get started 45 minutes ago, so yeah, it's kind of late. Kind of late. There's its face. The rest of the rough goes like this. Oh, it's just unbearably cute. It's so cute. I feel like you can't see it very well. I think it seems like it's overexposed. Oh well, you'll see it better when it is inked. When I ink it. I don't know if I'm really gonna have room for the wings. They go so much higher. I wanted to focus on this super cute face, but I think it already looks pretty bat-like, so I think we're all right. Ah, so its little arm bone actually goes in like this. See, this is why I need reference image, because I didn't know that it did this. So this is like another little flap of skin. Interesting. And this part is fuzzy. It's a little flying fuzzy wuzzy, that's what it is. It's just a little flying puffball. Poof. It's a little poof. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I think. Alright, take it to the... there. This comes in and connects with the body. And so this part is like way up here, so I guess it would cross right here. This little arm bone, the little batty arm bone, and then this coming down from here is its little foot, I think. What the heck? It's just so cute. I can't stand it. Its other foot comes out right here too. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. Whatever. And then here's its tail, which also has like flying flaps of skin, which I don't think I've ever drawn a bat that wasn't just based on, you know, stereotypical what you think a bat looks like. I've never drawn one from a photo. Definitely not drawn one from life. I think we have flying foxes at the zoo, so I should draw them sometime. Sarah, hello! Hello! Yay, I'm glad you were able to make it. I got your letters. How are you doing? Good, I hope. Let's see, this comes from here. Yeah. Here's flying flat skin, and then this goes up. This. Physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. I understand. I understand that feeling for sure. Although maybe not for the exact same reasons as you, but I don't know. Yeah. I thought this semester would be easier because of being used to it from spring semester. And like going into it expecting things to be like this, but no, it's ended up actually, you know, feels even harder. Feels even harder than last semester, spring semester. Of course, I think that's my own fault because I joined a bunch of clubs and stuff trying to get a little more connected, find a way to feel connected at school. So now I have all these other things that I need to be doing. I wonder if that would, if this little bone, I'm gonna boop, put it right there, this little wing bone. And the veins are like super obvious on here. What clubs did I join? I joined, well, interestingly, I joined the Kendo club. Then they gave me information for the sensei who gives their lessons, and then they removed me from the club. So I'm doing Kendo every Thursday on Zoom, but I'm not like officially a part of the Boise State Kendo Club. So I don't know if that counts, but I'm definitely doing activities because of that club. And then another club that I joined that's I don't want to say it like it's complaining, but it's a source of a lot of extra work, but it's like totally a good thing, is the Menstrual Equity Club, which is all about, you know, educating the public and making it easier for people to access the products they need and find more ecological products and all kinds of stuff like that. And they asked if I could do some images for a social media campaign about what's the word? Birth control methods. And so I agreed, of course, because I think that's a great thing to do. Post what's the word? A series of posts about, and it's a great chance for me to practice my design skills. And they liked my first one so much they offered to pay me. So I'm like, yay, because it's gonna look way better on my resume doing a paid job for a club rather than just doing it as a club activity as a member. But then I've been really busy the past couple weeks, so I haven't responded about that, so I'm going to do that this weekend. Do some more of those illustrations for the social media campaign and respond to them about I'd be happy to take the job. Hopefully they're not like, oh, guess she's not interested. But we're all students, so I think they probably will understand. We're all dealing with the same stuff right now. I didn't know there was a club for something like that. Yeah, me neither. When I saw it, I was like, what? This seems like exactly the kind of stuff I like. Because I like making a difference, you know? I like doing stuff that's helps people. So I joined right away, and I realized later that they weren't a new club, but the reason I never noticed them before, I think, is that they were operating under a different name that was like a national thing, and then there was some sort of, I don't know, drama or something with one of the people running it, and so they sort of, the Boise State Club broke ties with that entity and just renamed it, and with their new name, I think it's much better, because I can't even remember the name it was before, but it definitely wouldn't have caught my attention before. Not like this. Menstrual equity is clear what it is, and it makes me want to get involved, so I think it was all for the best. Yeah, we are alike in that regard, and that we like helping people, yes. I think that's why we're good buddies. I always want to help people. I'm always... So like another club that I joined but they haven't had any activities for me yet is the Art History Club. And I joined because even though I've been asked in the past, or not asked, but it's been suggested to me as a club that I might like by previous professors. This time I joined because one of my professors actually sent me an email where they were looking for people who were interested to take on this, oh goodness, what do you call it? Not faculty. What's the word when it's like the president and the whatever? Anyway, the secretary position, they needed someone. And so since my professor had sent me that, I'm like, oh, he thinks that I might be good for the job. Well, someone else responded before me, so I didn't take the position. And actually, I think that's probably a good thing, because I already have all this other stuff going on. But then I was like, well, I may as well just join the club just as a regular member. Just putting the name menstrual in something will catch anyone's eye. Yeah, definitely. And I think it's good to just talk about it like that, like normal. Like it's a normal thing, because it is, but our culture, at least for me growing up, it was like a taboo topic, which is silly. I don't know. It's like as if getting taller were a taboo topic, like, because it's the same thing. Like, it's part of growing up. It's part of existing for people with female bodies, so. And people with male bodies need to know about it too, because you never know. You might have a daughter, or you might need to like help your sister, or you might have a female friend who, like, if they get sick and then but they need someone to go to the store and like get them some products or something like that. It shouldn't be something that you're embarrassed to talk about for anyone. Look at this little thing. It's just so cute. Oh my goodness. I ended up inking a lot more than I wanted of that in that. I want... I think I'll use this one to do all the... No, I'll do the outside lines first, and then I'll do the veins. I can't remember which one of these was the really bendy one. I like that one. Was it this one? Oh yeah. Boop, boop. I want the really bendy one. Or a man might want a wife, but you know, misogyny. Yeah. Bats are great for the environment, and I wish them no harm, but to see them up close freaks me out. Aww. Well, I won't show you my reference book then. It's got like 3 or 4 pages full of pictures of bats. I think that bats are cute. Well, some bats are kind of weird looking, but this one is just unbelievable. It's so cute. I love this. It's called the gray, wait, is this the right one? Gray long-eared bat. The ears are almost the same length as its body, and it lives in southern and central Europe and North Africa. It's just, I can't stand it. It's so cute. It's like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't exist. It's too cute to exist. It's not real. It's a lie. They're just tricking me. This cute of a thing can't really exist. Some bats are cute, but generally speaking, I think a lot of them are cute. They have the vampire bat in here, and it looks like it's like got this smile on it, like beep, like looks so friendly. Vampire bat. Ugh. I wanted this bendy one, but it's doing a little too much. It's a little too much. Yeah. Gotta be really conscious of my pressure. Yes. Oh, these feet are perfect for this. Whoop. It's so cute. These little feet are just adorable. Boop. So since the tail is the farthest point away from the viewer, I will not ink that with this. I'm going to do the ears again to give them thicker lines. Oh, but I already need more ink. Just want to bring the head forward by putting thicker lines on it. Forward in space. The illusion of it being forward in space. Oops. And this part too. Oh, and let's ink these eyes. They're just black. Let's see, what time is it? It's 11. I gotta make sure not to take too long because I have to do my, to go sort of clock in for my language lab job at noon 30, I think. So I should have time to finish this. Okay, we'll do this wing bone on this side. Okay. Oh, I didn't get a paper towel. Hey, paper towel. stay roll of paper towels. I'll clean this off properly after the stream. For now, I'll just swipe it on here so I can take it off of here without getting my hands too inky. Because if they get all inky, then I might accidentally get it on my drawing, and that would be bad. Ah! Oh, nice! Still watching, but you're gonna do ring fit. Ganbatte! Good luck! I just got done with mine. I mean, you can't see, but I have all my exercise shirt on still. So I got done, and then I'm like, oh, time to stream. Just finished. That was the hardest boss battle I've done this whole game, so that was pretty intense. I'm like, dang, dude, in a single hit, he took me down to like a third of my hit points, a third of my hearts, and I've never had that happen before. Actually, I was glad because I was like, I don't want this to be too easy the whole time, because it had been pretty easy up until that point, but then good. I got to a really hard boss. So it took me like, I don't know, about half an hour to defeat him. So that was pretty tough. And yet this pen nib makes wonderful, super thin lines, but I can't figure out how to get it going in the first place, get it started. I guess I just didn't have enough ink on there. That's what it was. Yeah, this does nice, super thin, great for these veins. Wing veins. I think I'll add more of them once I erase, but for now I'll just do the ones that I drew in to start. Oops, I missed that one. That's okay. Once I erase, I won't even be able to tell. Ah, now the tail part. Now the other wing. I've only done it 3 days so far, and I get so sore the next day, and I'm on 3 difficulty out of 30. You're not a slug, you're playing the game. Even if it's hard, that doesn't mean you're a slug, that means you're the opposite of a slug. You're a beast. You are a beast. Ring fit beast. Yeah, the game can get really hard too. There's like, so I did the kendo practice yesterday in this arm. Luckily not my drawing arm. is always so, it's not even sore, it's just like worn out, like I don't have any strength left in it. It's so weird. Nothing has ever made me tired like that I can remember. Like usually when I do a workout, then yeah, like I'm sore the next day, but instead of sore, it's like, oh, I cannot do this activity. I don't have the strength to do it today. It's so strange. So today I was doing so when the boss took me down, it like took out, so I have quite a bit of hearts by now. So I've been playing the game since last year. Not every day since last year, but off and on. And I think it took out like 10 hearts in one hit. So that was pretty devastating. And I did a healing exercise where you like squeeze the ring con on your shoulder with one arm, and then you switch sides and you're squeezing it on your shoulder with your other arm. This one I was able to do it. This one I could barely do that healing exercise. Luckily it healed me enough to get going with the battle, but like, dang. Since I'm not sore, it doesn't feel like it should be this way. It feels like I should be able to do it, but nope. Okay. So, hopefully this is dry enough. This part still looks a bit wet. Maybe I'll pat it a little bit. I need one that doesn't have any ink on it. Because I want to erase the pencil now, so I don't want to end up getting the ink smeared from the eraser or something. Yeah, it did take a little bit. Hopefully that'll be good enough. I'll just try erasing around it first. Now, I wanted to use this eraser. Come on. Oops. Oops. Oh, I thought that was rolling towards me, but it just, I mean it did, but it just rolled a little bit, so. Okay, try to erase everything else. Before I go to the, you know what, I just realized I'm not wearing my glasses. I bet that would help. Okay, I'm gonna go get them. They're just right there. These get so dusty. They seem clean enough for now. Oh yeah, that does help. To see where the graphite is still remaining on the page. Okay, here we go, the ears. Oh, damn it, it still smeared it. Damn it. Well, I'll just try to erase that smeared ink. Try and lift around that area. Dang, I even like blotted it with the paper towel. Ah, well, can't do anything about it. I'll just have to put some hatching or something there. Make it blend in so it doesn't look like an obvious smear. And I think it'll help. The bat's face is really dark, so a lot of that will be hidden when I put some ink in there for shading in its fur pattern. Darn little super wet spot of ink. right there. Okay, I gotta hold this closer. Did I get it all? All of the graphite? Good. This is another thing that's satisfying about this when you smush it back in here for safekeeping. It's like getting to play with Play-Doh every time you use it. Okay, time to do some... Should I use it? No, I won't use that. I'm going to use... Let's see. Let me see if I can remember which one of these is which. Can't remember. Well, I liked this one yesterday, so I'm going to use it again to do this part. This is gonna work. This is gonna work out. I don't usually use a kneaded eraser because it feels a little sticky and weird. It definitely is sticky. Sometimes it gets under my fingernails. I'm like, no, don't do that. To pick out eraser out of my fingernails. But it has a lot of good uses, so I always keep one on hand. Stuff that like a plastic one can't do, but I also keep plastic ones because plastic ones can do things that kneaded ones aren't that great at too. So I just like having a variety of techniques. Yeah, this goes up pretty high right here. And this side. Yeah, I think that smears. I'm gonna be able to completely cover it up once I finish the shading. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for shading. This ear is actually dark here too. Let's get some more ink. Gotta hold down the page sometimes so it doesn't keep bouncing up after every stroke. Then that messes up my aim. Yosh. Yosh, and then right here. A little shadow here too. This is my favorite part. I love adding hatching. It's so satisfying. It's just great. Love it. Love hatching. this side of the ear is kind of darkish too. Do some wider hatching. It's not quite as dark as those other areas, but definitely deserves a little something. One right here is pretty dark. Oh, need more ink. Yeah, I like this nib. I might end up favoring this nib the whole time. It's really good. Can get pretty wide lines when I want, but it's not uncontrollable. Like that one I was using earlier is like a little bit frustrating because it feels a little wild. Okay, sweet. Now let's do a little bit of hatching around the nose. And around the mouth. It's so cute. It really has this smile look in the picture. I'm not like adding that. It looks like it has a little smile on its face. It's so cute. Oops, need more ink. Oh, how far down? Oh, this goes pretty much all the way down here. Oh, come on. Come on, Ben. And this part comes down here. This part is the fur is kind of whitish down here, so don't want too much, but I want to make it look fuzzy, so a little bit. Then it is kind of dark down here. And I'm going to fill up this body with some fun texture, hatching texture. I'm going to kind of do my own thing a little bit with it instead of following the reference image exactly. Because I'm sure not every single bat looks exactly the same. Yay! It's looking fluffy. Oh! I like it! like the bat that I myself drew. Adding little texture lines here because this fur is pretty bright, but I want to show that it's still fur and not just like a blank area. I'm going to hold this up. Sometimes the light reflects on it such that I can't even tell what I'm looking at because all I can see is the reflections of the ink. So I want to make some of these areas a little darker. This whole area on the face is pretty dark. You can't even really tell until you like look closely where the eyes are and where the fur is not. There, I think that's better. Okay, now what? The feet? Feet are super dark. I could just fill them in, but I'll use curved lines to give them a little sense of shape. Three-dimensional shape. And I'll do the same thing with these wing and tail bones. Is that a tail or is it sitting in a box? It's a tail. I didn't know that they had their tails like this, but yep. So look at the reference picture. It's like part of the wings. It's the same like thin skin material. It's coming along. 11:30. I gotta hurry it up though. I might not be able to finish it. Let me double check my schedule. I don't want to be late for work. It's all remote, so it's okay, but yeah, I've got an hour. So I think I can finish this. An hour. Here's one more. One more of these wing bones. Okay, now let's do a little shading on the wings themselves. I might not even need to add more veins because the shading itself will give a sort of texture. I've got to be careful because some of that is still wet. Trying to extend the pen out instead of just moving my hand over, and that way hopefully I won't get in that ink. So I was perfectly able to cover up that ink smear that I did before. But now we're getting into the fine details, it'll be harder to do that. How far out does this go? It goes almost the whole wing, so I guess I'll fill the whole thing up. Be careful, me. What about down here? So this is a little different right here with this curve. Yep. And then sort of go like this. Yep. Okay, I guess I'll leave that how it is. So this part is pretty dark. And then here we go with the same sort of hatching on the other wing. This one does need to keep going all the way to the top though. Oh, I forgot a wing bone. There we go. Got it. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Maybe a little darker in the ears. I'll add a little more ink in the ears. Plus more ink around the head is great because then I'm bringing more attention to the part that I like and that I would like a viewer of this image to look, which is the cute little face. So the more ink over here, the better. More detail. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna move to this one's gonna need, but I'm not gonna use that one anymore, so I'll just set it right there. I'm gonna use this one to add a few more little veins like on the tail. Although the tail's farther away, so maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I won't. Because if I add too much detail to the parts that I don't want to be the first thing people look at, then it actually kind of defeats my purpose. I'm just looking at the reference image to see if there's anything else I should add before I move on to my favorite final thing, which I'm going to do now, which is use this big pen marker thing. It doesn't even say what's in it. I think it's ink. I mean, it ought to be since it's Inktober. I like doing an outline around the whole thing, make it stand out kind of like a sticker or something. I always like doing that. At least in a piece where this is it and there's no background. If I was doing a background, I don't think I would do this. I've never done it before in any piece I've done that has a background. I feel like it just helps the whole picture look like a cohesive whole. There, yay! Now I'm just gonna sign it. So I'll use this. This is what I used yesterday. Boop, boop. Okay. Where should I put my signature? So put it right here in its tail, next to its tail. Ooh, where should I do it? I'll do it right here. And it's the 2nd of October. '20. That's a lot of 2s. Just wipe that ink off before it dries. Yay! Oh, should I add a little color? I was gonna call it done, but maybe I add a little color. I did yellow yesterday though. If I do yellow again. But if I do red, it'll make it look all bloody. I don't want that. How about I do green? I'll just do like a green outline thing. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just to make it more fun and interesting. I really like doing color on this really warm toned paper. And that might still be wet. I'm gonna wait to do that area. Do it up here. This is my first October. Oh, you mean Inktober? Nope, I did one yesterday. I didn't live stream it though. So I think I'm only gonna have time, if I have time, on Fridays to live stream anything. Like the days when my drawing class doesn't meet, the Fridays when it doesn't meet, those end up being a perfect window to stream instead. Oh, what was I gonna do? I was gonna put ink on this. No! Good thing I stopped. I was gonna dip this in my ink. Whew! Glad I didn't do that. And it'll fill up the whole page. And it looks like a forest or something behind the little bat. Nice little forest for the bat. Okay. Now I'm really done. which is great because I've got time to upload the recording to YouTube before I have to get to my language lab job. So hooray! Another seasonal animal for Inktober. I will do another one tomorrow, but probably won't live stream it. So maybe next Friday I will have time again and be able to do another live one. If so, then it would be great if you could join me that time too. For now, I'm going to head out. So thank you for watching.